Good evening and welcome to the news at 10. His Majesty King Abdullah, in an interview with the Jordan news agency, said Jordan has effectively embarked on its first steps towards implementing decentralization with the goal of giving local administrations greater power in setting development, service and investment priorities and needs in their areas. This, His Majesty said, will contribute to a fairer distribution of resources among the governorates and will help shape local priorities to reflect positively on socio-economic development. The King also said reform in Jordan is an ongoing gradual process with Jordanians' best interests at its heart in order to empower citizens to actively engage in advancing the country despite economic challenges and turmoil in neighboring countries. King Abdullah stressed that the rule of law is the basis for protecting public and private rights and bolstering justice and equality. He added no one is above the law and there will be no leniency in upholding it. Our security agencies, His Majesty said, will stand in the face of those who seek to disrupt the security of the people and the nation. Citizens and improving their standard of living have always been the basis of his directives to all governments. His Majesty added, therefore, the main goal is to increase growth rates to improve the income of citizens and their living standards through the implementation of the Jordan Economic Growth Plan. The reopening of Tribil border crossing, a vital artery between Jordan and Iraq, the King said, is an important step to boost trade and investment between the two countries. On Syria, King Abdullah said, we are deeply concerned with the developments in southern Syria, and our top priority is to safeguard our northern border against terrorist groups and foreign militias. Jordan, the King stressed, will continue to play an active role within the global coalition against terrorism. On Iraq, His Majesty said, Jordan is unwavering in its support for the Iraqi government's efforts in the fight against Daesh and will continue to provide all possible and required support to enable Iraq to achieve security, stability and prosperity. As for the Palestinian issue, King Abdullah said reaching just and comprehensive peace that guarantees the emergence of an independent state for the Palestinians on their national soil with East Jerusalem as its capital will in turn achieve security and stability for the region and its people. The King said Jordan will continue to safeguard Jerusalem's holy sites and utilize all its resources to counter any attempts seeking the division of the holy city. King Abdullah said he and the Crown Prince will take part in the UN General Assembly meetings next week to discuss the peace process, efforts to fight terrorism and regional issues as well as bilateral and economic concerns. His Majesty the King, in the presence of Her Majesty Queen Rania, inaugurated the new expansion of King Hussein Cancer Center. The expansion will increase the capacity of the center from 173 to 352 beds and will provide this center with state-of-the-art technology to treat cancer. The expansion included establishing 2 new buildings with a total area of more than 84,000 square meters. During a tour of the facility, His Majesty and Chairperson of the Board of Trustees of the Center, Princess Ghaida Talal, were briefed by the Center's officials on the latest technical and medical standards applied to serve patients.
He's doing very well. He received chemotherapy and he's doing very well.
كيف لقيت المستشفى هون؟ Prime Minister Hani Mawqi discussed cooperation with Saudi Fund for Development Vice Chairman and Managing Director Yusuf Ibrahim Al-Bassam, voicing the Kingdom's appreciation for the continued Saudi support to Jordan. This support, Mawqi said, enabled the Kingdom to overcome challenges resulting from the Syrian refugee crisis and provide basic services to Syrian refugees, mainly in the education and health sectors. Al-Bassam said the Saudi government, under the directives of Saudi King Salman bin Abdulaziz, will continue its support to Jordan. The government signed a $60 million grant agreement with Saudi Fund for Development to implement traffic intersections in the capital Amman. The grant agreement, which was signed in the presence of Prime Minister Hani Mulki, comes as part of Saudi Arabia's contribution to the Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) grant to the kingdom. The agreement includes the construction of bridges and tunnels at 3 main intersections in Amman. These include Khrebat al-Souq Central Market intersection, Al-Hurriya Street, Al-Quds Street intersection, and Marj al-Hamam intersection on Amman Dead Sea Road. Minister of Planning and International Cooperation Imad Fakhoury presided over a meeting including ambassadors and representatives of the donor countries and the World Bank. High on the meeting's agenda was Jordan's blueprint, which was adopted by the Brussels Conference on Syria held on April 2017. The meeting comes as a preparation for a ministerial meeting hosted by the EU to be convened this month on the sidelines of the 72nd session of the UN General Assembly. The State Security Court issued verdicts in cases against 17 defendants. According to the charge sheet, the defendants are convicted of attempting to join terrorist organizations, including Daesh and Al-Nusra, and promoting the ideology of terrorism. The sentences ranged between 3 to 15-year prison terms with hard labor. And finally, a look at the weather forecast. A warm night tonight in Amman with 23 degrees, and tomorrow the kingdom will remain under the impact of the heat wave with 35 degrees Celsius. The Gulf of Aqaba should expect a hot night with 27 degrees and a very hot day tomorrow with 41 degrees, northerly moderate winds and calm seas. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news. I'm Lou Balkar, and thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.